1-on-1 Radio St. Martin's morning talk show. Real, informative, credible, fair and balanced. From politics.
Like I said, for right now, you're going to hire 3 or 4 staff members to be in key management positions.
What we are going through as a country is the normal development of a young country.
Business, health.
Going dialysis is not only being hooked up to a machine.
Culture, sports.
We're not going to duplicate any other carnival.
Education and more.
I know that everybody hope that the gendarmerie will be efficient this year.
1-on-1 brings you the voices shaping our society. Join JMR, your host, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Radio St. Martin, where experts meet the mic.
Good morning, St. Martin, and welcome to another edition of 1-on-1 Fair and Balance this morning. And of course, yes, I know you didn't hear me early on this morning. Like my assistant in the back office said, she said, "Oh, so you had a alarming deficiency this morning."
Oh, that's good. Alarming deficiency.
The alarm didn't function, so kind of, it happens. And just to be honest, but we have a very interesting program in store for you, and this is a topic that we've been preparing for quite a while. We have Dr. Louis Jeffry, gynecologist only. Surgeon, gynecologist.
Yes,
we'll stick to that.
Spare time. Yes.
On your spare time. And today we'll be talking menopause.
Yes.
Menopause is a, how would you say that? It's a situation that happens to women when they reach a certain age. After the and let's just talk layman's street talk. After they lose their period, they get all these hot flashes. Some get hot flashes, some don't. After they reach a certain age, it happens to women. My question, my second question, and my second part of the program would be: does it happen to men also? Because we are approximately the same species, but do men have also that particular situation when they reach a certain age?
Did men have men on pause? Like women have menopause?
No. Women have menopause, and do men have womenopause?
Womenopause. Yes, definitely.
So
yes,
we'll try to talk about those two topics. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning,
again.
Jean-Marc. Thank you for having me there this morning. Good morning to our listeners, audio listeners. I'm happy to be there this morning to discuss this so important and crucial topic.
Yeah. And it's yeah. Akiva is laughing. It's so funny, because and that's when you realize that you reach a certain part of a certain age. I hear many people in conversation in social gathering, and I hear a lot of women talk about amongst them about this condition. Can we call it a condition?
We could call it a condition. I think it's very interesting that, you're a man in communication, so you shouldn't use the word disease.
No, it's not disease. It's not a disease. I think
or disorder. It is not a disorder.
No, it's not a because
you're right. It's a condition.
It's a condition because it systematically happens after a certain period in your life. And of course, when that woman loses her menstruation, to be politically correct.
Yes, but it's not that. To be clinically correct, you're right.
She loses her menstruation, then these conditions happen.
Yes.
Give us first, what is
menopause?
Menopause.
Is what you said is a condition, is a stage. It's a stage in life where women stop actually having her periods permanently.
Wow.
Because, it can happen that women, we don't have periods. Sometimes men, we kind of freaking out because of that. Sometimes, I don't have my periods.
Especially when...
yeah, all of us know.
Especially when you're not married.
Yeah. Even when you're married and you already have 3-4 at home. So say, wow,
she
another
didn't get
one.
a period, boy.
Wow, what's going on?
Yeah.
So it's a time where women have a permanent, as I say, state where she have no periods at all. And we know that she could no longer she could no longer be pregnant. That is the most important.
Yeah, that's more. So clinically, it means that the woman can make a child up to a certain period, and then her body changes to adapt to the next phase of her life, where she will not be able to make children.
Exactly.
That's what
exactly
it is.
that. And it's good. It's good that you're taking the word changes and adapt. Because it's definitely what's going on.
Yeah, because making a child takes a toll on a woman.
On a woman, definitely. At beginning is what we call a negative toll, and after it's a positive one. We have realized, because we just to know that when a woman is pregnant, she takes many years one time because of the fact that it's so much a stress on her body. Yeah. At the same time, there's an overflow of hormones coming out, estrogen, progesterone, all kind of hormones that are essential for her to be able to bear the pregnancy. Also, that's why sometimes you find women having high blood pressure during the pregnancy. Diabetes. Why?
And then after the pregnancy, it's
gone. You know why? Because she actually aging because of the stress of the body. It's giving. Should she have this diabetic or sugar or high blood pressure that may sometimes occur when she will be older? We find out that when you have a problem during your pregnancy, it can disappear after the pregnancy, but it's coming after that. Meaning that is a specific state when you're getting so much. It's like an athlete. You have a positive stress on your body. Sometimes it could be taken negatively also on your body and your mind. And after the pregnancy, it's got this kind of release and it's getting to normal. But what we realize is that after pregnancy, this is incredible. Science have been proven that women are rejuvenating after the pregnancy. That means that when she's taking years, so it means to be physiologically during the pregnancy, when she finishes the pregnancy, the year after, she's actually getting younger. She's reversing the clock. And you can see when a woman have a baby, after 7, 8, 9 months, she's looking younger. You say, oh, you were pregnant. So that is nature. That is the wonder of nature, where a woman can be, when she's pregnant, let's say she suffer for the burden of it, and after the pregnancy, she get back now, even more than normal, she actually rejuvenate and getting younger of 6 months according to the statistics.
Yeah,
physiology.
That's if she takes care of herself. If you don't take care of yourself,
yes,
you can go down the road. You could go down the.
But of course, if you don't take care of yourself. But a woman should know that each stage, and that's maybe the reason why women are living older than us. And we could imagine that the pregnancy would be a problem. But right now, actually, the pregnancy is making a woman younger when she passes this phase of age. But it's interesting to know.
So you're saying make more children?
Well, actually, it's always a good thing to make sure. Yes, women that make children, and now stage, because you remember centuries before, because of the lack of hygiene, proper hygiene, and consideration also of science improvement, women was dying.
Okay, so he already introduced me. I don't have to do that again. What is menopause? Because I hear you asking this question. So menopause, as he explained, is when this woman is like low in progesterone and
estrogen.
She's an estrogen, where she's not seeing her period. and she do not see her period, for her to consider herself being in menopause is because she's not seeing her period for a whole year period of time, which is 12
Okay.
months.
Well, you,
Okay.
is a way you can clinically
Say
Say that
affirm
you
are
state
menopause.
you are menopause.
Yeah, but
Right.
but it can happen. To see you don't see a period for 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, yes.
and then
And
and then
you already
and
know.
then
And it
you
could
see it
come
again,
back.
and then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
comes
yeah,
and
yeah.
it
That's the
goes,
reason.
it comes
Yes,
and goes.
you could don't see a period like for like literally 8-9 months, and
Yeah.
then it would just come back
back.
Yeah.
again. But before it even reached there, you have that perimenopause, which is like the beginning, and this could literally stay up to even 10 years, meaning that you're going to have all the symptoms like the hot flashes, the low in libido, and all of this stuff, which I think Dr. Jeffrey is going to speak about as well. But that is where it starts. And then exactly as we explained, after the 12-month period of time, that is when you could say like, hey, yes, I'm in menopause. At what age did it start? Which
Yeah.
was your
Right there,
question. Again, it varies. Because you would hear someone saying like at 45 years, I do not see my period for a whole year because I'm in menopause. So at between 45 to even 55, you could find yourself, that is when boom, like I'm in menopause.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you would speak to someone that is very young. They're only 40 years and they was like, but girl, I ain't see my period for. So you would be like, this is a medical condition. Why don't you go check this? And then they would come back to you like, not at all. You know that I'm menopausal. So it varies.
Yes.
So it's
that's what we call early menopause.
Okay.
Right.
So
in case
it starts at 40. Can we safely say that it can start at 40?
it can start at 25. We have cases of menopause that coming early. But really, sometimes
Generally,
it's a condition generally is between,
Right.
as you said, the average is 52, 51, 50, 51, the average of the women. What we think is normal is between 45 and 55 is the average.
Yeah.
And of course, when it happens before 40, we call it really early menopause, where there may be a condition behind
it's
it
a condition
that
behind
explain it. Yes.
Yeah.
So what Annie was saying, it was interesting, is that menopause sometimes come like that out of nowhere, but most of the time it have a transition phase where you have clinical
You see it
problems.
coming. You
see
feel it coming. If you know your body, and women usually know their body a lot more than us men.
Yes, definitely.
They feel
They
they got pain in the
everything,
ear, they
the
run
hair
by
in
the
your
doctor,
hair,
they got pain here. So they're more conscious
of their
of their body. But my
and
question,
that's also for a purpose. Yes, very important, because this is very important. We're going to talk about that after.
yeah.
Right.
But can a woman get pregnant during menopause? For example, she sees her period. She hasn't seen
If she's in
her period for 3 months.
If she's premenopausal,
She in the period. She's
She's
between
in-
40 and
and 55.
55.
Of course she could be.
And she didn't see her period for 3 months, 4 months.
And that's how they
She'll
come
get a
back.
few
Yes,
hot flashes, hot sweats.
Yeah.
And she gets a period. Can she get pregnant?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. She can get pregnant. I have several cases all the time. Women of 44, 45, 46, 47. Sometimes 48, 48. But this is really rare. And don't tell to, yes, women should know that is not so often that you can find yourself.
I'm asking that
after
question
49.
because
these days, because our lifestyle have changed so much, that we assume that our women ovaries are aging way more
Faster?
than before. Yes, because of the use of
all the chemicals in the
smoking,
food and
chemicals, food,
processed food,
all of that, and stress of life, a lot of situation, and medication, more medication, a lot of hormonal therapy, all of that, creating an environment that means that we assume now that men are getting on menopause and don't have a very low risk of being pregnant after 48.
What are some of the symptoms
Yeah.
of menopause? Because I hear women say they never went through menopause. Their period just stopped. I hear women complain about hot flashes, with an AC that is at 16, and the balls of sweat. They wake up in the middle of the night. Well, what are some of the symptoms?
Okay, so those symptoms, first of all, we should make a difference between the transition phase
Right.
and the menopause.
Okay, so there's symptoms during the transition.
phase,
They're not. It's not the same symptoms.
No. First of the symptoms is irregular periods.
Okay.
Which is not during the menopause, because when you're in menopause you don't see your periods.
Yeah.
But when you're seeing that the periods are irregular, you find yourself saying, oh, maybe this thing is about to come. So menopause is on his way.
Yeah.
So it could start sometime at 40, 42, 44, 45. And when you're seeing that your period's starting to be irregular, then you can say, oh, menopause can maybe come in the next 4 or 5
It's
years.
knocking on the window.
Oh, yes. So it's a very important aspect. You also have mood changes.
Mood swings.
I think it's very important to know that mood changes that come very often, right, or a kind of hypersensitivity to stuffs.
It's like when she's pregnant.
No, not only when she's pregnant.
But
when
it's almost the same symptom.
Yeah, you
because
can
have
find
mood
it. You can
swings
find it.
during
Yes, you
pregnancy.
can have mood swings, but in this way is really a roller coaster.
up
It
and
could
down,
come.
yes.
The morning
Up
is
and
okay, and then two hours after you tend to want to cry because of something, and 4 hours after you're irritative about something, and this is what happens at this stage. So we are in a premenopausal state, and this premenopausal state, you also can have hot flashes. What that means is that having hot flashes doesn't mean that you are in menopause.
What is a hot flash?
Hot flash is when you feel a heat and the temperature coming from beneath, from right there,
From inside.
from the belly, and coming up that we call in French bouffer de chaleur, which is a word mean bouffer, show you that it's something that make you suffocate.
Yeah.
In a sense that it's going up, coming from down, it's going up, and then you feel like you are overwhelmed from back to the top, and then that is what, and it's come at any time. You cannot even predict it, and it's not like if you are in it's not if you're at midday and you're on the beach and it's hot. No, it could be a cold environment.
You could be in a
It could
swimming
and
pool
then
and you get a
bam.
hot flash in the middle of the swimming pool.
Boil because it's a good way to adapt.
Okay.
But in that various environment, it could be it could be at the beach, it can be in a bedroom, it could be anywhere. And then those hot flashes are, let's say, something that can occur when you're in a premenopausal state also. You also have night sweats. Women describe those night sweats. Those night sweats mean that you feel that you're getting everything is.
Yeah, you want
Yeah,
to off
you
all
have
your
to
clothes.
change.
No, literally, it's
Literally,
wet.
you
Your
wet.
bed is wet. Your pillowcase is
Case
wet.
is
You are
wet.
just like
You're
wet.
just sweating.
You wanna take
Point
off
that
all
it
your
can
clothes.
wake
All
you
the
up.
clothes. So you need the difference between the hot flashes, even though they are
Hot flashes and night sweat is two different things.
Yes,
different. You
yes.
see, nice sweat. Those sweats are kind of literally liquid. It's watery. You
wet
okay,
down.
and the other one is just you feel
The
hot.
extra heat coming from the
Yes.
top, just coming
Yep,
up like this.
Yep. Those sleep problems are crucial. We know that a lot of women find themselves have insomnia, but as a lot of women right now have sleep problems, they don't make the difference. But this is the case where you have difficulty to get to sleep, and you're waking up during
So
the night.
those are the main symptoms.
Yes.
Those are the main symptoms.
There are other symptoms very important.
There are other symptoms.
Yeah, very important is the sexual symptoms, and a lot of women talk.
It can
First,
increase or decrease.
most of the time is decrease.
Really?
Decrease. Yes.
You sure?
Most of the time.
Doctor, you sure?
Yes, I will let you know why.
I was told that it
Yes,
increases.
but you're right, but it's not the majority. The majority is that you find
So
yourself
your sex drive,
diminished.
the women's sex drive,
is actually at this point
diminishes.
diminished a little bit. But what is the most important is that the fact that they are so tired because of the fact that they have the sleep problems, all of that add to the problem, the sex drive problem. You understand? That's what I want to tell you.
and the issue of wetness.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
right.
the dryness.
The dryness.
There's a
Dryness.
vaginal dryness.
Yes.
Because at
That's a
certain-
symptom also
Yes.
of menopause.
Menopause. You see, you can have vaginal dryness, and at the same time, you feel tired. Then you say, "Oh, maybe
So your
I've
brain is not
connected."
connected
You say, "Oh, tonight,
to that,
this man, not today,
to that file.
not today, because I feel that it will not be a good time."
Okay.
So why you feel it's not a good time? So
How?
you say, "No. That's why at a certain time you're losing your sex drive."
And here we're talking about women, but
Yeah.
how do your the men or the partner or the husband have to deal with that particular situation? Because sometimes, we men and women are not wired the same way. We don't have the same. They get their period, we don't. So how does men have to deal with that particular situation? Just a parenthesis there, because
and I think
it's important. It's important to know.
It's very important,
especially with the mood swings.
Yes, the mood swings, and you have another thing you call brain fog.
Right.
That means you're right there. There's somebody talking to you and say, okay, but you don't get a clue out of it, and you don't even want to say that.
So the men sometimes can feel rejected.
Yeah, because it's so. You are talking even in the workplace, and people talking to you, and you have some issue because of this. We're seeing that some people even have work issues because of that, because they cannot connect, they cannot memorize, and they cannot concentrate, and all those emotional variations make it very difficult. So at home is crucial. First of all, if you have a message to say, first of all, to the women who face those kind of things, you should tell yourself, don't take it as a curse. First thing, take it as an opportunity. Not so much a doctor will tell you that. That's why I'm very vocal about it. Take it as an opportunity to make the appropriate changes in your life to get back to a more balanced life. It is not a curse, first of all.
It's a normal lifestyle.
It's a normal, but if you're changing your lifestyle,
yes,
you're pausing a little bit more, getting more sleep, trying to be more intentional on your rest time. If to change your way you eat, you will see all the symptoms.
Doing sports.
Yes, we're doing exercise, physical exercise. You will see this situation to diminish.
Get back.
So that's the reason why I'm saying that we shouldn't see this time. Women don't see that particular time as a problem. See it as an opportunity to make changes.
Should it be also an opportunity for women to explain to their partners?
Exactly, that's where we're going now to the men. The men should know that there's a particular time where they need to know and understand better about their partner,
or your
spouse,
or your partner.
That means that you are, in a way, you say, oh, but what's going on? It's not because of you. It's because I need to be caring. Caring is a key word. The first word I say for the women is opportunity to change, not a curse, or don't feel depressed. Oh, I'm going to spend. No, you get, and now your partner need to be caring, try to understand, because by doing so is an investment for the future. Because when you are in this particular time of the life as a partner, your spouse and your wife, seeing that you are still caring, even though she's in a situation of being so fragile, you will get the benefit after that. Because she would say, oh, he really there for me.
She on in you.
But if when this happens, you're just shouting, you don't go on internet to look, you don't ask, you say, sweetie, let's go to the doctor and try to understand. If you don't have this kind of attitude, then for sure it will be a problem, and then there's a reason why.
So you should be more caring. Your wife,
more
which
caring,
is 40,
45, 50.
Her sex drive may not
be
the same.
So you need to help her.
So you have to also cope,
and not only cope, help. That way, there's a caring is not only coping, but also helping, assisting in a way that, you know what, we need to exercise. Before I was doing my jogging alone. Let me see at what time we can go together. Because you need this move, you need to have this move, you need to have this support to help you. So man,
let's get the woman point of view. When you have such partner that is caring, that goes to do sports with you, that then you open up a little bit more.
This would help you to open up a little more. And the thing about it is this, it's like automatically, because when the woman start to have this vagina dryness, automatically having sex could hurt.
Yeah,
it becomes
a burden.
Right. So then you don't want to feel the pain. So, but if your husband could open up to you, like, hey, and you could speak about it, have a conversation about it. Let's go to the doctor. The doctor could give you an advice. He could tell you, okay, you could use this, you could use this, you could take this, and would help. So that's already a start. As Dr. Jeffrey was saying, okay, let's go walking, let's go do sports, let's go exercise. So you in your heart, like, oh gosh, he could have given up, but he stayed here. So then you know what, you're going to find yourself fighting, pushing through this. And I want to believe if women and men could come together to see it like this, at the end, it's going to be a good thing at the
for
end.
both of them.
For both of them,
Because
yes.
this transition phase, I'm always saying this to a lot of people. I say, you know what? Being on menopause is like Judgment Day. It is not.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes. What it
I
means.
know you're religious. I know
No,
you're
it's
religious.
not about, no, it's not. It's
Did
not
you
only
pass through
religious.
Judgment Day
No, but
already?
listen to it. You will see. And when I'm saying it will mark a lot of people, Jean, you will see that. Why? Why is Judgment Day? Because when you preparing yourself properly, you have the benefit of it. If you're not preparing yourself properly, you will have problems.
Yeah.
That's when I talk about Judgment Day. It's really a time where you can, if you
Preparation
take this
for
preparation for because it means what? It means that either you find yourself to be in a state of, wow, menopause is so a problem.
Right.
I have so pain, my
joints,
bones,
yes.
my joints, because you was not prepared. You wasn't listening to yourself when your body had irregular periods where you had hot flushes. You say, oh, you know what? I don't care. I don't, and you're not preparing yourself, changing your lifestyle. But if when this period of time start to rain, you say, you know what? Let me prepare for Judgment Day.
Right.
That means you're preparing yourself, and you know what? You will have the benefit out of it after. That's the reason why you have women that you see after menopause saying, you know what?
Yeah,
I am great.
Yeah, they look
Wow,
like
they look
young. They look
you see
younger.
why? When you see that, is not it's not happening like that. It's because they prepare themselves
Right.
in a way that they could have a joyful and enlightened time after menopause. That's why we shouldn't see it as a curse. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not a curse, it's a lifestyle.
But this
and you
life-
got to, if you live this age, you're going to pass through that anyhow.
Yes.
So that's why you have to learn, as Dr. Jeffrey is saying, to accept it and prepare for it.
You need
So-
accept it in a way that you take it, as I said again, as an opportunity
Right.
to make the changes. And after that, that's the reason why, Jean-Marc, you have women that because of the changes, they find their sex drive even better than before. Yeah, you see?
Yeah,
Oh, you do have that.
You see?
You have this.
Yes.
I heard women
Yes.
saying,
That literally is like they want more. And
Yes,
the
they
sex
feel
drive
more. And you know why?
tripled.
Yes, because they prepare themselves.
No,
They have-
but I even heard women said when they reach at that particular point, it's fireworks all over the place.
Yes, but you should know that it's happened because you was prepared. Can I just explain to you in depth?
You're the doctor.
No, just because
That-
you
that's
think
what
that it's
you're here for.
coming just like that. It's just not like a gift that you receive from heaven. No, it's because if you have, for example, let's go straight to the point.
Yes.
If you have
We only have adults listening.
yes,
to us.
okay. If
The
you have
children are in school.
if you have a woman that have a companion or a partner that is
Or husband.
or a husband that can understand, then of course this period will be a little bit different, but you will not run away from it. You can continue to have this way to be intimate. Intimacy is important, but when you
Keep the fire blazing.
if you keep it in this period of time, particular transition, keep it active. After will be even better.
Right.
But if you just, you know what, you don't love me anymore, I don't understand what's going
Because
on
of the
there.
mood swing,
You're getting
because-
old, I need a younger one.
Yeah.
You know what? What should happen? It will put some distance apart. She
In the
will have
couple,
less, you will have less sexual stimulation, and then menopause will be a curse. Then at this point, because...
Then he going to look at a young one.
And then you're going to look at a young one before that. So that's what I'm saying. Passing this phase, knowing it as an opportunity for a better life, is a good way to see it.
Is there any medication or to deal with it? I'm sure for dryness you can find things all over the place, but the hot flashes, the night sweats,
Yes.
the low sex drive. There's an enhancement. We all know about that.
But
is there any medication for the first symptoms apart from the sexual
before
aspect of it?
Yeah, Jean-Marc, before talking about medication, I will tell you that you have a lot of natural remedies that are essential to not only to help but to solve certain issues. And
Such as?
a lot of women can talk to you about it.
Such
you
as?
You have a lot of things. So first of all, if you reduce your meat intake, you reduce your hot flashes by 50%. Just like that. Red meat, reducing it significantly, your hot flashes diminish.
What is reducing significantly?
That means less than a week. Less than
once a week.
Less than once a week.
Okay.
That means not every
once a
week.
month.
3 times a month, but less than a week.
Yeah.
First, if you start to go to take care of yourself and exercise. And go to the beach and go and see water and take some your sleep will be better, and of course your stamina, your energy will be better, and you will have less hot flushes, even reduce them to if you're resting also, if you take time for the family, don't go around and sleep and work at night all the time or shift all the time, then you will see changes, especially hormonally. So this is very important. The second aspect is the food. Too much of processed food definitely creating a lower hormonal state and creating a lower sex drive.
What you call processed food?
Every kind of food
that comes in a can.
That for example, what we know, everything fast foods,
all of this,
French fries.
But can you not do French fries with fresh potatoes?
Yes, you can even bake them.
That's not processed food, is it?
No. If you're doing it yourself and you prepare
it's no longer processed.
It's not a process because you're preparing your food. But when it's homemade, is not processed. Processed would have been that it's been industrialized in a way that everybody could buy it. Yeah. So you prepare it.
It comes in a bag, or it comes in a can.
In a can,
frozen.
It's get all over to the Atlantic Ocean, come in your plate. So and you put all kind of chemicals in it
to keep it fresh.
Just to keep it fresh. You have a juice, but there's no more juice. Because it's not the juice, it's water and a kind of flavor it, and then you have it in powder, and then you transform it in juice.
Yeah,
that's not juice. Or milk. The milk that we drink right now is processed milk. You know that when you have a cow, who drinking the same cow milk that if you process it, he dying because this milk is of no use. So even the milk. What we were doing before, what our parents have with a cow and taking the milk, this was not processed.
Yeah. Right.
But just to tell you to know that our environment is full of processed food.
Yeah.
We need now to be intentional in this.
So reduce processed food. So there's no medication? That's what you're saying?
There are medication, but I don't want to start with this because a lot of people think that, okay, you know what, I don't need to change my diet.
I just jump to medication. There are some people who are addicted to medication.
Exactly, but they're just addicted to a quick fix.
Ah.
The problem with a quick fix is that it's not fixing anything. It's just delaying the problem. So when you take hormonal replacement therapy, which we're given as a doctor, you actually making that the people say, oh, you know what, I don't need to make some changes, but those changes are essential for your life.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Let me ask Annie, because Annie, you 45?
Yeah, for. You know, ask a black woman her age. That was funny.
Okay, let me say it this way. You menopause?
Peri.
Huh?
Peri.
So what do you do?
Well,
for the fix.
Listen to me. I really
the symptoms. How do you handle the symptoms?
I really thank God it's okay. Okay? I mean, yes, you would have a little something here and a little something here, but that is not the reason to go on therapy. You know why? Because really is when you have the case severely as surplus land, there you could think of taking something. Why not do naturally, as doctors say? You eat, you change your eating, you go exercising, and
It's good for
different
everything,
stuff like this, right? But not just going to the medication is not the first thing, Jamak.
Yeah.
It's really not the first thing to think of, okay? And as he's saying, because medication, yes, it's a quick fix, but for a period of time, because then after, you can't take this like all the day of your life.
You should know that you have other problem, of course.
Yeah.
Let's imagine, just for you to know, when I'm talking about, for example, when you have those hot flashes and also, behind this you also have cardiovascular issues. That
Des
mean
reins aussi.
your kidney have some kind, you're starting the failure of your major organs
Yes.
because they are clogged with a lot of things. And if you keep on smoking, keep on eating fast food, you may fix the hot flashes, but you will not fix the problem behind. The problem behind is brain issue. Alzheimer's coming after. So you can take the hormone replacement therapy, but if you don't fix your memory, reading, exercising,
Right.
laughing, have good connection in your family, eliminate negative influences, as it could be house or people, family, all can keep away for this negativity. It will definitely help your brain and avoid some disease that you can find after. So that's why I'm telling you.
So sometimes you got to keep away from humans.
Yes,
well, I mean-
yes. The negative one.
humans, but
The negative
ones.
one. You need
Yes.
to be able to connect, never be alone, because loneliness also is a major factor
Yeah.
of problems, a health factor. But just to finish with this, we have hormonal replacement therapy, Shama. Those hormonal replacement therapy, you can prescribe it as a doctor, but you have
Hormonal
even,
replacement therapy is medication?
yes,
or,
it's estrogens and
estrogens,
progesterones.
okay.
But you have
Do you
natural-
recommend that, or would you go first?
I
with the-
will say to women, if they can, they need to go first of all to
start changing your
yeah,
lifestyle.
change your lifestyle. It will be good for everything, including this.
Yeah.
But also, you have what you call, a lot of women know about it. We're eating in the Caribbean. We're eating a lot of yam, a lot of what
starch.
we call legumes. No, but not all. Yes, the yam and all those the racine.
racine.
what we call
Yeah, starch,
racine.
yeah.
Those are essential
Ground food.
because they have
Ground food,
They
right.
have ground food have a lot of hormones in it.
Oh, so you
Phytoestrogens in it.
Like the yams.
so,
yes.
So you should start eating boiled fish provision
For the provision.
more often
More
than red
often.
meat,
Exactly.
than
You
a
see?
steak and French fries.
You see? There you're talking about being intentional about fixing it.
Okay.
So taking more time to eat good food, ground food. This ground food have a lot of what you call phytoestrogens in it, which is natural estrogen. Just like in Chinese, you have soya,
Yeah.
which is very good. Having products with soya, all kind nuts, grains, some fruits, well, a lot of vitamins also have a lot of phytoestrogens in it. So
I
you
noticed
can-
since the last time you were here, you're very, you're starting to sound more like a naturalist than a doctor.
No. You shouldn't. We shouldn't sip. No. We shouldn't part natural than doctors.
No, because
Actually, I have,
that's why I say, doctor, you go to the doctor, they give you a medication.
Yes.
Give me aspirin, give me a
That's
this.
true.
And,
Not
you know,
Dr. Jeffry.
I giving a
I'm
lot.
looking at you and I'm saying,
Yeah, but he's not a doctor anymore. He's still a doctor. He's a serious doctor. I can tell you, Annie is working with me. I'm still a doctor, Annie.
Definitely.
No,
But
I'm
now
still
my
doing
shoulders
surgery.
hurt, and he would be like, "Why don't you go in the sea?"
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
See, first, there's are things that we have right there that we need to use. If, for example, you are not a plumber, but you still have a problem in your house, you start to fix it first. You will not wait for the plumber to come.
yeah, you'll take off the water.
So you take out the water, you fix, you're touching few things to see if you can do it, but you are not waiting for the plumber to come. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
That means that
So
when
you
you
don't
have
leave the house
problem-
get flooded.
Exactly. So that
until
means
the
that
plumber
when you
reach.
feel a problem in your body that is so incredible machine and instrument, if you're using and you need to take action on your own without anyone or in a doctor. But a doctor can help you to understand that's what we're doing.
Right.
And help you like a coach, but also I give you sometimes hormone replacement therapy. That's what I'm doing sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have people
So
that
when do you recommend hormone
replacement therapy, especially when the case is really severe.
Severe.
When they cannot wait
So you can
anymore.
have severe menopause?
Oh,
like you have
yes.
severe periods?
Wow,
Yeah.
yes.
Because
You
you
have-
see,
What
is severe menopause?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Severe menopause is mostly when you have, for example, take an example, you have pain
in your joints.
in the joints. You can't walk, you can not use your hand properly because it's so painful. Severe menopause is when you have a severe dryness, that means that you cannot have sex at all.
So aloes is not going to work.
Aloes could work, but you need to go further quickly because
Okay.
migraines or
Yeah,
uh,
your
or
skin
brain
all
fog
itching.
or
Your
as a
skin.
skin problem
all-
is
yeah.
itchy,
Itching,
and,
yeah.
and all those kind, or urinary problems, all those things all together, and with the brain fog, women sometimes are so they say I cannot.
So when you have multiple
symptoms,
symptoms
what
at
I'm
one
doing,
time,
I'm going straight fast to give them more
Ease.
and then I continue to let them do now. Let's go to change
of
your
lifestyle.
life. I getting a more naturalistic way, as you said, and help them so that they would not need so much of medication, and sometimes even don't use them because we need to be independent again about that. We need to be. So when you're doing this, is really make a change in our life, and those kind of severe symptoms. A lot of women, and that's why this program is so important, Jamal. Those women that are listening to this program, a lot of them I didn't know that I can fix this. I didn't know that there was a solution. Nobody tell me about it. I didn't know that there's a strategy for that. I didn't know that I have this vaginal dryness. I can get rid of it. Actually, you
forget
can get
about
rid
the
of it.
lubrifications and stuff like that.
You can fix it. The vaginal dryness we have also with good estrogens, local. You even have, you know what you call wild yam cream. For the women that want to know, they don't need a doctor for that. We call it wild yam cream. Is yam sauvage, crème de yam sauvage, and you can have this wild yam cream and on your skin that could help also with this hormonal as a natural hormonal replacement. And you also have something that is essential that we're doing right now is red light therapy. You see, red light therapy is not natural. We're reproducing the light of the early in the morning, and you can with this. That's what I'm doing myself.
Red light therapy.
Red light therapy.
Okay.
The women can go on internet.
So you
and
put a
look.
red light in your room? Because
You-
usually when
you-
you
you
put a
put
red
a-
light in your room,
Well, it's not in the room
It
in
lights-
itself.
it lights
If
all
you
the
want to be
light bulbs.
precise, if you want to be precise, Jean-Marc, red light therapy is we have a little probe that you just put in at the entrance of the vagina
okay.
to create and to
Oh, okay.
and to enlight
And-
or to energize the vagina and because is actually the tissues need to be revived. They need to be. So that is what we do. So you see, it's not only having natural.
Yes.
Total natural. This is actually very good and helping in the women.
Let's look at the second part of menopause. Womenopause, like
Yes,
I love to call
womenopause,
it. Now, do men have issues after or between 45 or after 45 and up?
Yes.
And what are those issues? Because we hear talk, and women are very open about their menopause and
Yes.
their low sex drive or
And they
their
need to
high
be
sex
open about it,
drive.
Right.
But
And-
does men, because we're humans, I mean, we're not completely the same,
Yeah.
but I'm sure men do men have
Yes.
symptoms?
So
Yes.
the
Yes, they
men
have.
is andropause. That is the name of the one for the men. Is andropause.
The andropause, but the
Andropause,
andropause mean that you have a little drop in the testosterone level, but it's not like
What
women.
is testosterone?
Testosterone
Low sex
is a
drive.
male hormone.
Yeah, male.
You know, the major women hormones are estrogens, first phase of the cycle, and progesterone, second phase of the cycle, and pregnancies. Those two hormones are mostly regulating women cycle. At the mid of their cycle, just at the time where they ovulate, I mean at the time they are prone to be pregnant, they are a peak of testosterone. And giving also this sex drive that they can have at this particular time that is useful for intimacy, procreation, and of course a better life, and and intimacy. That is important. That's testosterone. Men have mostly testosterone.
Testosterone
issues. And you know why? Because of the fact that sometimes, because of the habit and what they're eating and how they're doing, they're creating estrogens, and estrogens are not good for men. So what giving you estrogens, and when you are fat, when you have belly fat, you build up as men. You build up estrogens, which is not good for men. What is create on men is creating a low sex drive, is creating erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. So you're saying a guy with a big belly
will face erectile dysfunction. Yep. It's not big belly, it's fat.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You need to know that the real word is not, because having a big belly shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But fat, this fat that we build up around the belly and sometimes the other organs, sometimes in the liver, creating estrogens that is not good for your sex drive and for your sexual life in general. Second aspect is the testosterone level
Drops.
It dropped down because of the estrogen.
By what? By 25%?
But
After
even
40,
50, yes.
50%?
First,
Drops.
aging, low sleep, you don't sleep enough.
Drinking alcohol.
Alcohol, smoking,
Red meat.
red meat, and fries, processed food, all those things, reducing, and even reducing your fertility. We have seen that men is in danger because of fertility. We were boasting a lot to be able to be fertile.
But fertility at 40, 45, your wife is going through menopause. You're not thinking about fertility.
That means you imagine that there's no man with young wife then.
Right. That's what he did.
Okay, Jean-Marc, that's up to you. But
No, you should marry your
that's
your
right.
age.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's an assumption that we are.
That's what I was told.
Oh yes,
That is Jamal.
that's what Jean-Marc what you do. Jean-Marc was told that you need to marry someone of your age.
Of your age.
And let's say that it's most of what we hope, but sometimes it happens that you have a younger woman because
you have a
sometimes
younger wife.
a younger wife, and then because of this, to be able to have more testosterone, because this question will come, I know Jean-Marc, you will ask me the question. Because of this, if you want to get back to your testosterone, you need to change your food, change your
lifestyle.
You need to exercise a lot, the greens, a lot of vegetables, all those things. Sometimes eggs could be good. Eggs is very good for your testosterone. Not too much eggs. Once or 3-4 eggs a week is enough in total. And with all of that, you will see that even pumpkin seed, a lot of things. Man, we have a lot of things to know that we can find.
But does your body
and fasting, fasting
Yeah.
raise your testosterone level to the peak.
fasting like do the whole 40 days of Lent?
No, not the
fast
40.
once a
For
week?
example, if you do intermittent fasting, that means that, for example, if you skip 2 meals or 1 meal already is good. For example,
A day. In a week.
Yes, a day and a week. For example, you say, you know what, I don't eat for the day.
Right.
In the morning, I just taking my meal.
You choose a day where you just
you
don't
just
eat.
know you can relax,
Yeah,
think,
so you
pause,
leave your body
reflect,
rejuvenate
mentally,
itself.
spiritually. Most of the people doing that also is helping a lot in your spiritual life. Yeah. And then when you're doing that for 12, 13, 14, 16 hours, after that, your testosterone is at the top.
Maybe not at the peak, but it goes
It is at its peak. Actually, fasting is the best
way
to
raise
enhance testosterone to the top.
Yeah.
And you can ask.
Does your
men about
body sometimes? And I hear some people, they listen to their body and they eat what they feel like eating, while you have other people, because of societal issues, eat because they have to eat. Does your body at a point or at that point give you warning signs and say, well, I feel like eating meat today, or I feel like eating this?
Totally.
And should you listen to your body?
You should listen to your body. You agree with that, Annie? Yes, we should. You should listen to your body. But first of all, you should listen to your body when you don't have what we call food disruptors. That means those foods that changing your perception. That's why we talk so much about processed food, because when you're eating processed food, it's masking all your normal natural signals. So for example,
I like to call it comfort food too.
No, that's not comfort food.
No, processed food is not.
No.
Okay.
They are killing food. They are not comforting.
Right. It's fast food.
Well, it's
But
comforting at the moment.
No, let's take an example. What should be a good comfort food that you love? Or good chocolate? Chocolate is comfort.
Yeah.
It's not. It could be processed if you're taking it at a certain point, but a little bit comfort is not a problem. I want people to understand that comfort with
Comfort
food is
not
good.
going to one of the fast food and getting a nice burger with a milkshake.
That's
and
not
a-
comforting.
and a-
Fast
and-
food.
and- and
It's
a-
fast food. It's not
and-
comforting
But it's
really.
not
and an apple
healthy.
pie.
It's just like you're telling me you're taking a little wine at night just to comfort. No, it's not comforting. It's killing you. I want to be clear with this.
Okay.
Right.
But you have a lot of things that you can eat to feel to feel
The
comfy.
chocolate, but it's not,
Not
the
the
90%.
good. You need to comfort yourself a lot
Black
of things.
chocolate.
Black one,
But
yes.
but we should know that you need to enjoy yourself sometime.
Right.
There's a way you can want to eat a little sugary thing, a little bit.
There's something.
But John Mark, if you're taking a Coca-Cola or something like that, you should know that it will create that you want to drink it again and again. So don't listen to yourself in this case, because these are food that keep creating cravings in you.
Let's get back to our topic. We're getting close to
Yeah.
the end of our program. So
I have
yes,
a little something to say. Even on the men, because men do get mood swings as well. Huh?
That's where I was coming
Yes,
back.
Because of the
they definitely
testosterone.
do get mood swings.
But it's rare. But it's due to testosterone.
rare?
Is mostly
They get
after
hot
70.
flashes too?
After 70.
Do they get hot flashes?
Yes. 70, after 70, 75.
Night
they get
sweats?
Testosterone. It's especially when they're taking some kind of medications. Sometimes some medication can create that or trigger this. Is a lower testosterone can give those kind of situations in men.
So the women at that particular time also has to care for
Exactly.
because
so you see, it's an investment then.
So
if
because
it's good taking
so
good care
because
of them.
if if the woman have the reverse condition of high sex drive,
Yeah.
while the man or the husband may
Yes.
be on the low side
On the low
of the
side.
equation,
Yes.
yeah, we have a big issue.
We have a big issue. But Jamal, just to wrap it
What do
up.
you do in that particular? Do they have?
What?
Well, of course, you'll talk about natural.
No, not only that. I know that a lot of in your habit of life, for example, when you know that men, what happened is that they have not only lower energy, but they have also, they feel like staying in a couch, watching TV all day. They don't feel that doing anything. They don't even feel that they want to
Communicate.
engage with the
Interacting,
partner.
yes,
This is
yes.
very depressive. Men sometimes suffering a lot, but we think that it's the same thing as women. It's a different way. They don't want to engage in communication. Either when women have a problem, they communicate much
Right,
more.
they talk more,
They talk more. Men are getting out of the house. They're getting more. They want to avoid the problems. But it's a different way
Sweep
of
it under the mat.
yeah. So what I'm saying is that men, be careful when you reach the point of 45, 50, 45. Make sure that you also will change your lifestyle and habit, and there's a lot of ways to do it.
Thank you. Interesting
Okay,
program.
so,
Anything else, Annie? You want to
Annie-
mention? I
Annie-
understand that there's a
Program,
a
a menopause.
Right.
a
So,
not on
program
air, but
at your
on site.
congregation.
right. So we are inviting women and men, and also like young people.
Young people,
even
yeah.
children who live in the house with their mothers and stuff. So when you see mommy have an attitude, you're gonna know how to handle it.
Yeah.
So in Christ Ambassador Ministry in Concordia, we're going to be having a program. Exactly talking about menopause and touch a little bit about andropause, which is on the
Just a
man's
little
side.
bit.
Well, we'll get there. And we're going to have this on Christ Ambassador Ministry in Concordia on the 1st of April. So we are really inviting everybody, like come along, come and have knowledge, because knowledge is power. So like that, you're going to know how to love you, because, when you're in menopause, you're going to watch your body like, oh boy, because, the
you
estrogen
can have
dropping. So it's
self-esteem,
like
get
you
dropping.
get into maybe have this low self-esteem. There you're going to learn how to love yourself through it all, and to know it's a process that you're going through. So embrace yourself. So I'm inviting really women, as I say, husbands, come along with your wife, young people, and with Dr. Kojo, you're going to have another impact, because there you have a first impact with Dr. Jeffrey. Sweet, you're going to have other impact
colleague.
with Dr. Kojo, and she's a woman,
She's a
so
woman,
she
so,
will also,
she-
help to
She'll be
finish
able
what
to-
Dr.
she
Jeffrey
felt
saying.
it before. That
Yes,
we
right. She's
didn't
been there,
feel it.
done
I
that.
didn't feel at that point. I
knows-
don't feel-
he knows- he
I
knows
know,
about
I don't
it.
feel it.
Oh, he didn't feel it.
But he doesn't yet.
You know, at a certain point when I'm facing so much, it's just like if I feel it. You know. No, but you cannot be in the shoes. That's why we need to be very caring.
Yeah.
Because this is sometimes we feel, you know, that definitely we feel bad. Sometimes men in certain situations.
Yeah,
I
and,
think
and
we
it
can
could,
never.
for men, it could be, you know, low self-esteem.
As well, yes.
You know, because
Yes.
Wow.
you know, you seeing your wife and maybe in your brain, like your brain wants to, but
the body,
the body is, you know,
and
is
you
not
see,
reacting.
and you see, Jean-Marc,
Yes.
that is a very, and when you understand how your body works, you know that when sometimes you don't feel the same, don't have the same feeling or the same drive, you can imagine that, oh, because of she, I don't love her anymore, and that's not wrong. You actually translate the signal in
Should
a
you be
wrong
more
way.
affectionate at that particular
Oh,
moment?
yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
Would that fulfill
yes,
the
yes.
intercourse part,
Yes, it would
Annie,
fulfill
as a
because-
woman?
because you're there and you're so dedicated and you're so with me. This is going to help me with my self-esteem. Like, okay, my husband love me still, but yes, we gotta, you know, be on track. We gotta do what we got to do. You
Yes.
make yourself look sexy, make yourself look good. So like that, he self too could be drawn because self-esteem plays a big role.
Yeah,
And if
and
it's
when
like
you're at
this,
home, make
it's-
sure you're sexy. Because it's a joke, eh? A friend of mine told, it's Friday, we can joke on Friday, we usually do. A friend of mine told me, he said, you know, I don't understand, you know, I told my wife, man, she gets up and goes to work and she has on, you know, all those sexy
and when she
bras
was-
here and panties, and when she come home, she put on a whole big bingo bag.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Instead of doing the contrary,
Yeah,
when she
yeah.
come home, she's sexy and nice.
yeah.
You know, she's not even like, you know,
Yeah.
lighting my bulb. Good
So
joke.
he need to do it too, huh?
Huh?
He need to do
Keep
it too.
yourself looking good too.
He needs to look
Yeah.
at good, look
Yeah.
good too.
Oh, yeah,
Huh?
you gotta make sure he got big
Yeah,
belly.
just for her to keep up to the.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of things.
Yes.
Dr. J,
Yeah.
like we call
Yeah,
you
yes.
intimately,
Yes.
Dr. Jeffry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it was a program that I really wanted to do.
Yeah, Jean-Marc, it was a very good idea
because I
that
think,
you had, and of course, this was so much on time and so much on
Right.
because this was coming a few days after without
Right.
knowing it. So really, you was inspired. Very good, and really, I can tell you that this program. Remember, the symptom of menopause is more than 50% of women. Of course, the other 50% sometimes don't feel it, but that doesn't mean that they
You're not
need
going
to
through it,
do
right.
not do the changes that are necessary in their lives.
Yes.
Second, because you can have a lot of other problems, getting weight. We didn't talk about it, but a lot of women find themselves after menopause taking a lot of weight.
Yeah, and they
At
lose it.
age-
They lose it. They leave go. They feel like it's the end of the
Well,
world.
it-
Some,
no.
you know, some
It's
women
more
feel
the
like,
whole- which
you
is
know,
not.
it's now time to wear your
Nope.
your dress all the way to your ankle.
No.
You know, you ain't looking.
Yeah, no, but just for you to know, it is a very important time, whether you have symptoms or not, to do something, to actually get back to something. It's a transition for a better life. And for us, this program is so important on menopause. Dr. Kojo will do a good job next week. Tuesday,
The first of April.
April 1st.
1st of April.
Yes.
That's
April
what
1st.
day it is.
Wednesday.
I think it's the Wednesday.
Wednesday evening is
April
April 1st, and
April 1st.
That's what it is.
And so she will be there. So people who want to ask her
Questions.
questions,
Right.
small little consultations, she will be there with my colleagues, and I really want them to be there because knowledge
It's power.
is power.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
lady.
you, Annie.
You're welcome.
And doctor?
Thanks, Dr. Jeffrey.
Yes, thank
Very
you,
interesting. We'll figure out what topic is going to be next.
And thank you for
I haven't
welcoming
thought
us.
about it as yet, but I'm sure we'll have another interesting, medical topic of concern. My last question: do Caucasians and Caribbean people have the same symptoms?
No. Caucasians have more hot flushes. Caribbean people have more arthritis. And have more, for example, what you call hair ringing.
Hearing, yeah.
There are different kind of symptoms.
Okay.
Actually, black women have less hot flashes, so to say. But because of the fact that living now that is so, active, so they kind of burning it all and do have a lot of old fashions.
Good.
But
Thank you.
But you're right. There are cultural
differences. It's not necessarily white or black,
No.
but it's cultural.
Cultural, yes.
It's what you intake that determines what
Also,
you exit.
in the way what you are
Yeah.
sensitive to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're
If you
welcome.
miss
You're
this program,
welcome.
thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for stopping by. If you miss this program, it's available on our Facebook page. You can view it as much as you wish. It's powered by Makiba. This is a program
Thanks, Makiba.
we'll rerun for sure.
Yes.
So look out. Sometimes when we don't have a guest or we have a cancellation, we do reruns.
Yep.
And this is a program
This is very important.
that we'll rerun for sure. I should be back with you this evening. Si tout va bien, like I love to say, 7 o'clock, 37 square miles. Thank you, Dr. J.
Thank you.
Thank you, Annie.
Jean-Marc.
You're
And it was a pleasure.
Thank you.